سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهد يا صاحي كي تستريح
والذين جاءوا من بعدهم يقولون ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. And those who come after them will pray, Our Lord, forgive us and our fellow believers who preceded us in faith, and do not allow bitterness into our hearts towards those who believe. Our Lord, indeed, you are ever gracious, most merciful. Bitterness, my dear sisters, doesn't only come from pain. It often comes from injustice. We feel it when we are treated in a way we feel we don't deserve, or when we are careful and others are careless, or when we give sincerely and someone takes that sincerity lightly, or when our kindness is met with indifference, envy, or silence. Bitterness sits in the chest like something heavy, sour, and exhausting. It changes how we see the world, and if care is not taken, slowly without realizing it, it can change who we become. I remember one of my friends who went through a painful divorce, and we would tease her and call her the bitter woman because she couldn't see any good in men anymore. That is how bitterness can creep in, slowly until it colors everything we see. Even the Quran doesn't deny that bitterness happens, and that is why Allah gives us the dua we opened with at the start to help us clean it from the heart. Because the aim isn't to pretend the pain didn't happen. The aim is to make sure the bitterness doesn't turn our heart into something harder. And that is what the Hijrah of the heart invites us to. A migration from bitterness to betterment. To turn what could have made us bitter into what brings us closer to Allah. Obviously, this is easier said than done. But it is possible and it is beautiful. The first step in this inner Hijrah is moving from reaction to reflection. So instead of saying, how could they do this to me? Let's try, what is Allah teaching me through this? Some years back, I had a fallout with someone who was very, very close to me. We spoke almost every day. She was someone I considered part of my inner life, my go-to person. So when something significant happened in her life and I wasn't included, I felt very hurt. Not angry, just deeply hurt. But with time and a lot of sitting with myself, I realized something I didn't expect. I felt hurt because somewhere inside I believed I was entitled to a place in that moment. I thought closeness guaranteed access. But the truth is, even love doesn't come with possession. People are allowed to choose what parts of their lives they share. Accepting that was the beginning of my healing. It took a while, but eventually I realized this was the lesson Allah wanted me to learn. Once I let go of that entitlement, the bitterness started to soften. Then comes the real turning point, choosing to be better. And this is the heart of our topic, from bitterness to betterment. When someone wrongs us, we stand at a crossroads. Either we become like them, or we become better than what hurt us. If their coldness makes you cold, if their lying makes you lie, if their distance makes you bitter, then my dear sister, they have won. Not in the world, but inside your heart. And sometimes there are people who are so consumed by their own bitterness that they want to make everyone around them miserable too. If they are genuinely trying to heal, then this reminder is for them as well. But if they insist on staying bitter, then you be the better person. Don't stoop to their level. Protect your peace. Because when we make the intention not to return harm with harm, not to mirror their cruelty, and to rise above, that's when we break the cycle. That is the Hijrah of the heart. Leaving behind the version of you that pain created and choosing the version of you that Allah inspires. So next time we are hurt, let's sit with our hearts and ask gently, what is Allah growing in me through this? Is it patience? Is it courage? Is it healthy boundaries? Is it wisdom? There is always something. And then we make dua, not for them, not even for the situation, but for our hearts, because that is where the Hijrah begins. So let's keep this dua close. It is from the Sunnah and it is deeply tied to emotional healing. Allahumma tahhir qalbi min al-nifaq, wa amali min al-riya, wa lisani min al-kadhib, wa ayni min al-khiyana. O Allah, purify my heart from hypocrisy, my deeds from showing off, my tongue from falsehood, and my eyes from betrayal. Because bitterness is not just pain, it is a test of who we become after pain.
تستريح وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح يسعك الفضاء الرحيب الفسيح.